All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in here. So let's talk about all of well, not all of them, but a big part of the misunderstanding of Wall Street. So I get the feeling that this is going to be a very similar thing to what happened with Nvidia. And of course, I am talking about Palantir. So the stock has fallen apart. It got right up to this resistance, right around 124, where we talked about. And now it's down here. I'm going to make this red so it's easier to see. So, first thing, and if you follow me, and I assume you do because you're listening to me right now, it's not surprising to find resistance at levels that were resistance before. There are a bunch of people who bought here who've been underwater ever since, and they're like, if I can ever get out of this thing at break even, I will. So, when it finally gets back, you get remorseful buyers from here placing sell orders here. And that makes a level of resistance. Now, at least for now, the stock is down and it'll probably continue tomorrow. I mean, it's been a couple hours since the earnings came out. So Palantir slips despite an increase to full year outlook, blah, blah, blah. What's this? Palantir, it's the price of being of high valuation, but it was high valuation tomorrow. I mean, it's not tomorrow. It was high valuation yesterday, and it will be tomorrow. Now, here's what happens. This is very similar to what NVIDIA reported. People that wanted to buy the stock bought it ahead of the earnings. If you think the catalyst or you think the earnings are going to be a catalyst to make the stock move higher, wouldn't you buy it before the company reports earnings? And the answer is, well, yeah, of course. So we got a situation where everyone who wants to be long Palantir has bought it. And now the stock has come out. It's got these great blowout earnings, and there's nowhere it can go but down. This is your classic example of buy on the rumor, sell on the news, or what we would call a crowded trade in Wall Street talk. If everyone in Aunt Mary who wants to buy Palantir buys it, it doesn't matter how great the earnings are. They're That's it. Like an institutional investment, generally people have like a percentage they put into an investment. So if you have a 5% investment in Palantir and that's it, well, guess what? Regardless of how great the earnings are when they come out, you're not going to be buying anymore. So it was a similar thing with Nvidia. It's the old crowded trade, and a lot of my students. This is when Nvidia reported their numbers are really good, and the same thing happened. They don't understand that what goes on in the world of trading or in market movements and price action every day has really a lot of the time, most of the time, and in my opinion, we're talking like 98% has nothing to do with the fundamentals that are being reported. It's about the psychology and it's about supply and demand. The mirror image, as we've been talking about, was Tesla, right? Company reports earnings that were bad and the stock rallies. And guess what? Everyone who wanted to sell Tesla had sold because it was widely anticipated the earnings were going to be bad, and they were. But just pretend you're a short seller and you went short here, and now it's going lower, and you're like, oh man, or sorry, now it's not going lower. What the hell should I do? So you go out to cover. You have a hard time finding sellers because the sellers are done. You got to jack the thing up, and here you go. So, moral of the story, everybody, is don't listen to the news, listen to the market, and you will make money. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Oh yeah, and also listen. I mean, these dudes got out of Alcatraz. It's so obvious. I just think it's great. I mean, come on, man. They were bank robbers. It's like you got to kind of admire like a bank, not admire, but they aren't murderers or pedophiles or rapists. It's like these dudes robbed banks, man. I'll bet even some of the cops that arrested them were kind of, quietly been like, "Hey guys, this is pretty cool." All right, everyone. On that, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone.